Hello, 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 hello. Testing, testing, testing. All right, y'all, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Today we got our stock market analysis for the second week of August. Yeah, for the second week of August. Uh, August 10th. No, August 11th through the 15th. So today we're gonna be going over our weekly analysis. So we're gonna see what we're looking for this week. Look at the news that we got coming out. Um, look at the earnings we got coming out. Uh, and then also check out potential potential trades. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Y'all know, hey, I'm gonna say beforehand, if the lag too bad, my bad. I'm sorry. Um, but let's go ahead and jump into it. Y'all know we kind of lag when we have all these tabs up. But first thing first, let's get into this economic calendar, man. Um, Monday. We are open on the 11th, but it don't show the 11th up here because I got only 2 star to 3 star news up, and I only have it on the U.S. Uh, yeah, and so the U.S. don't have any crazy news coming out Monday. We don't have nothing above 2 star coming out Monday, so it's not showing on here. So Monday, I shouldn't expect, other than it being the start of the week, the market might, try to continue whatever correction it might was trying to do on Friday. But really Monday should be pretty smooth. Um, or we might not even get movement for real just 'cause we don't got news. But yeah, so then next we got Tuesday, August 12th. We got at 7 a.m. we have OPEC. I'm not sure what that is. Core CPI 8:30. Also at 8:30 we have just regular CPI. So CPI in general at 8:30. That's gonna be pretty good. That's gonna be pretty much a nice market mover. Bring us some volatility. So 8:30 Tuesday, definitely watch out for. At 12 we got EIA short term. I'm not sure what that is. Really most of the rest of it, we got decent news throughout the rest of the day. Um, my main focus be them 3 stars, unless it's like a speaker. Then sometimes I check out 2 stars depending on who it is. Um, but yeah, really that 8:30. I'll say 8:30, maybe 12, just because we got 2 reports coming at 12. So Tuesday, it's gonna be your typical Tuesday. Like I said, Monday's usually slow. Tuesday usually starting to get some movement. So I think that's how it's gonna be. I think Monday we're gonna be kind of, yeah, we might be a little bit moving Monday, but I really think the majority of it gonna be kind of slow. Tuesday we're gonna start getting some of that movement. Wednesday, really the main thing we really gotta focus on Wednesday, I'll say, is that honestly it's 10:30 crude oil. If you trade crude oil, like when it comes to futures, maybe that's important to you, but a lot of times the crude oil don't really affect the market for me. Um, but that's really the only news for Wednesday. I'll say so far Tuesday is the only day I'm really seeing that the news gonna impact it mostly. Wednesday, I normally expect Wednesdays to be pullback days. So like if we was in a downtrend, I expect Wednesday to come up. Um, if we was in an uptrend, I expect Wednesday to come down. Usually I look at Wednesdays for pullback days, and it kind of look like it's lining up to be there. It look like Monday we might. move one direction. Tuesday, we're gonna push more that direction, and then Wednesday, probably get a slight pullback. Thursday, we have at 8:30, jobless claims. That's definitely important. PPI, definitely important, and that's pretty much it. 8:30, I say. So the 8:30 mark on Thursday is important. Um, Pretty much that's going to be the only news for Thursday. Like we got Fed's balance sheet, but I'm not. Like I said, I usually just only focus on 3 star. Um, Friday we have 8:30 core retail sales. We also have regular retail sales. And a whole bunch of other news that come out. A lot of 2 star news coming out, which is normal for a Friday. Um, really Friday. I'm not sure how the retail sales gonna affect it. Um, I think it's gonna have some decent move because I believe one retail sales be like Walmart and all them, like how their sales are and stuff, like just companies. So I think it should have some effect. Really the main days I'm based on this economic calendar. The main days I'm looking at is Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday and Wednesday I'm not too much expecting that much based on this economic calendar. Now let's get into um earnings for the week. Let's go check out these earnings for the week. And I'm also gonna pull it up on my phone just so it'd be easier for me to see. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second to get this on my phone and while it's loading up for y'all. Mhm. Alright, I got it on my phone. I'm just waiting on it to load up for y'all now. Like we said, it lags whenever I have to have the OBS plus earnings and Instagram and the charts open, it just started lagging pretty bad. Um, but that's why I'm gonna close all the tabs once. Once we get everything situated, I close the tab and try to hope for the best when it comes to the charts not lagging. If it don't pull up, I'm just gonna look at this, look at the earnings on my phone, and I'll just read off the ones that I noticed that are somewhat important that I like look. It is, as y'all can see, we're getting this unresponsive. I might try to open a new. Let me try to open a new tab. Maybe that'll help. Man, I hate that it be happening. And the thing is, it's not even that my like laptop run out of space. 'Cause I got like 30 gigs of space. It's just, I just think it just can't run all of it at once, especially with the OBS. But I'm trying to open up a tab now. Hopefully this tab can load up so we can get y'all on these earnings. And I'm not sure. TraderView might have a way I can see the earnings on their platform. I'm not sure though. All right, let me go to the page. We might got it. We might got it, y'all. Oh, I see some. It says that I can see the earnings on TradingView by going to stock screening. I'm gonna start trying to check that out and see if I can use it. Just do it through my TradingView. That might actually probably be better looking at the earnings. But anyways, we got it up and running. So let's go in and go with these earnings. We got Monday. Monday, we literally got Monday. I don't, I don't even know what that is, man. That's crazy. They come out with their earnings on Monday. Um, honestly, for Monday, only thing I might say, I gotta look at AMC charts. I gotta look at AMC charts, see what it look like. AMC might be the only one, cause I'm not too familiar with nothing else. I mean, I see GoPro. Might look at GoPro. I don't know what Lincoln Tech is. I think AMC might be the only one I try to look at. But Tuesday we got SE or C. We got two of them at the open. Um, we have Circle. I'm not sure what Circle is. Sound familiar? I know SE. I'm gonna check out. Um, after close we got Kava and H&R Block, but I don't think I'm gonna trade H&R Block. So really, I say Tuesday just SE and Kava the only two I'm looking at. Wednesday we got Wednesday before the open. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with none of these, so I'm not really know about no big names here. After the close, we got Cisco. Probably can check out Red Robin. I never looked at their chart before, but we probably can check out Red Robin. Um, that's about it. So far it don't really get. We don't look like we got no heavy hitters. Last week we had a lot of heavy hitters. We had Meta and all them come out last week. This week it really kind of look like it's slowing down a little bit. But Thursday we got John Deere in the morning. So at 8 at in the AM we have John Deere. Uh, not sure. Canon. Um, sound familiar. I know that's not the like. Is that the? That's not the Canon with the computers. I mean the cameras and that, is it? We got Advanced Auto Part, Mercantile. Not sure how they'll do, but John Deere and Advanced maybe be somewhat. After the close, we got Applied Materials. I definitely will check out Applied Materials. So far that's the main one I'm looking at. Applied Materials. SanDisk. Oh, I ain't never thought about SanDisk. Might check out SanDisk. Um, I'm not in you. That symbol looks familiar, but I'm not too sure. Pioneer. Mm, honestly, Thursday might be the best to me. Thursday or Tuesday are the better earnings days, I feel. But there's nothing really crazy to stand out. Really, applied materials probably be the one I'll be checking out. Maybe Kava and SE. But it's not nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. So it should be honestly this week should kind of be a normal week for real. But it all depends on where we at on the chart. I gotta check and see where we at on the charts too. So let's for without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the charts actually. Um, but that was our earnings. That's our news. So let's get into these charts, man. Let's get into these charts. And if y'all can see over here on the side, I've been testing out this thing down here. I don't know if y'all ever noticed. It say Pine Editor. Someone told me about it, and I didn't never knew about it. Never tried it. And they were saying, hey, you can make scripts and make your own indicators and all that stuff. So I'm just playing around with it. I like I tell you all the time. Y'all know I don't really use indicators. Well, I don't use them actually. I can't say I don't really. I don't use indicators or nothing like that, like moving averages or nothing. I just really trade straight off of price action. Um, but if I can create my own indicator, maybe I might start using indicators if I'm creating my own based on how I like to trade. But check that out. Y'all look into that Pine Editor. Um, me personally, I just use ChatGPT and tell it what I want it to do, and it'll make the script for me. You just copy and paste it in there. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get on these charts, man. Let's go to SPY first. S&P 500. Let's go here first. Check out and see what this chart looking like. Then we're gonna check it out on the futures point of view. Actually, we might need to do futures first, just because futures is currently open. Should I do futures? I think I should do futures first, honestly. But yeah, let's do futures first. Let's go to ES first. Let's go to ES first, then we'll go jump over to the stock because futures is before. I mean, like it's always open before the regular market. Let's delete all this. Delete all this. Remove drawings. Fresh start. All right, so let's go. We haven't did one of these analysis videos in a little bit. So let's go to the monthly since we haven't been looking at them in a while. And just check it out from the monthly down. So based on the monthly, what we got? We're clearly in an uptrend. Clear as day, we're in an uptrend. We just made a new higher high. Now, technically, we did make our lower lows. Like we broke multiple lows, made lower lows. But then right after that, we made higher highs. So the thing that we're missing, only thing that we're missing right now is what? A higher low. We need a higher low somewhere. Um, does it have to happen now? No, it doesn't have to happen now. Like we could keep moving up. We do got this monthly fair value gap here. This month, actually, let me zoom in some for y'all, in case y'all can't see. We do have this monthly fair value gap here. That's set at 6,227.25 all the way down to 6,008 flat. We never came into it though. We never tested it, but we do have this green monthly candle so far. Uh, we would like to see some type of red monthly candle and a tap of this fair value gap in, in order to keep going higher, to give us strength to know, hey, we definitely want to keep going higher. Right now, it's like a break of the fair value gap. So it's just like if you get in loans, yes, it's the correct direction, but based on the monthly, it's like you just getting in on the breakout. You don't have that retest yet to confirm it. But like we said, we're clear as day bullish. So right now, we're currently making higher highs. Um, that's the biggest thing. Weekly, let's go to the weekly. Based on the weekly, we have, let's see. So remember, monthly was bullish. Weekly, what is this low? It's 6,246.25, 6,239.50. So we actually made a lower low on the weekly. We made a lower low. We currently made a lower low on the weekly. We were bullish, but now we got some bearish sentiment until we break this high. So we gotta break this high right here of 6,468.50. We have to break this high to stay bullish. Like I said, we just got some signs of bearish coming in because we just made a new lower low. Uptrends don't consist of lower lows. So once we made that lower low, hey, hold up now, we might be having market structure. We got some sign of market structure shift with this red candle. Now, if we can push back up, turn green, hey, it's a higher high. Now the market got to decide, do we want to be uptrend or downtrend? But that's what we're looking for. We got the green candle to let us know, hey, market is looking for some type of high. Either it can push up to make the new higher high, or it can come back down and make this into a what? Lower high for the downtrend. Um, but right now, being bullish, be careful. Because the most recent thing we did was make a lower low. So be careful. The only way you can kind of be real sure with being bullish is once we break them highs, based on the weekly. Like I said, monthly is bullish. Weekly is showing signs of flipping bearish. We're gonna create an alert there though, because that's the target. We don't have any weekly fair value gaps close by. Yeah, we don't got no weekly fair value gaps. So if it switch bearish, if we come back down here to that 6,239.50, we come back down there, we might see the drop. Might see ES drop all the way down to at least 61, like 61.50, possibly all the way down to the 5,000, high 5,000. So be careful. That's all I'm saying. Be careful if you're trying to be bullish. All right. Now let's go back to we're going to the daily. Drop down to the daily. When we look at this daily, what do we see? Most recent trend we had was an uptrend. Most recent trend we had was an uptrend. But currently, oh, excuse me. Currently, what are we doing? We're kind of consolidating, actually. Most recent trend we're in is the uptrend, overall. But now we're starting to consolidate. If we look at this last, what, I'll just say like 10 days or so. Well, a little bit more than 10 days, what, like 14 days or something like that. We end up breaking structure on a daily. We had our high, made our high, but then what we did, made lower low, and it flushed. Continue to make them lows, continue to make the lows. Took all these lows out. It took all these lows out. So now the next low we have, if the market want to keep flushing, is all the way down here. Like I told you, like them high high 5,000s, like 59.30s and stuff. So literally, if this market switch to a downtrend and it comes back below here, like I told y'all, we can be flush down to these fair value after the 61.50, and then we potentially can be coming all the way down here to them high 5,000s. So literally, this market need to go ahead and push if we want to stay bullish or flip bullish. But like I said, looking at these last 14 days or so, we made lower low. We made lower low. That's the most. That was market structure shift. My bad. When we made them lower lows, that was market structure shift. Now, if we look at this last week or so that we had, we ended up making a high, made a low, made a higher high. Okay, then we made another low. Now we attempting to see if we can make another high, make another higher high. Now this is us switching bullish. That's good. Switching bullish, but can we break this high here? We gotta break this high up here at this 64.68. If we can break this high, hold above this high, retest, if we want to retest, hold above this high, retest, and push back up, then like I said, we can. That uptrend gonna keep going. The uptrend gonna keep going. So we gotta be careful, man. We can't take this high. We can't take this high and hold above. Like I said, we can be flushing pretty hard. Now on the daily, let's mark out on the daily. Ooh, my bad. On the daily, our most recent trend is what? Right here is an uptrend. Right here, downtrend. But we're looking right here, the most recent trend is an uptrend. So we're gonna follow the trend. Hold up, give me 1 second, y'all. Alright. Um oh, now we lagging. Give me 1 second. Yeah, what? Okay, there it go. But yeah, like I was saying, where most recent thing is what? Uptrend. We gotta follow this uptrend until it breaks. Alright. Um Currently, like we said, look like it's trying to make a new higher high. It's not smart to get in until we break this high because we're already up here. Your stop loss will be all the way down here. Technically all the way down here at this 63.13. So we can mark that up. That's where we don't want it. If we're being bullish, we don't want the market to come back down here to the 63.13.25. All right. We're looking for this high to get taken. Of course, we're looking for this high to get taken. So that should be your first target. But like I said, look how close it is to the first target. It's not smart to get in. We might as well just let it go above the target and see if it can close above the target to be able to aim for these highs up here. All right. So currently, it's not smart to get in no loans. Even if you're bullish and following the trend, it's not smart to get in right now. You gotta wait until we break above, see if we can hold above, and then possibly look for a retest to go to these highs at the 6,400. All right. That's really the only thing you should be looking for right now on these charts. If you want to be bearish, what you're looking for is possibly if this market can't take this high out, if we flip, back red, this counter close red, you're just waiting for a lower low to come. A lower low won't come until we break these lows out here. So you're just looking for this market to push. come all the way back down here and close below. Once it closes below, aim for this 62.36. I mean 262.39. And depending on, honestly, I think if it comes take this 62.39, we're going all the way down to 61 and then at 59, like I told y'all. But smart thing to do, hey, let it come tap it. See if we close below. If we don't close below, you might need to get out because it might consolidate. But honestly, you got a long way to go if you want to be short. If right now you got a long way to go because we either need a lower low to come. And based on this chart, the only way you can get a lower low is once you come break this low down here at that 63.13. Based on how the chart look now, because we can get a red candle here and then come lower. I mean red then green and then make another red to go lower to make a lower low. But that'll take multiple days though. So like I said, based on how the chart looking now, we gotta wait on it to come down. But yeah, really this either way, we need some type of um confirmations for either trade if it's gonna be bull or bear. So Monday honestly don't look like a good trading day to me, based on ES. If you're looking at the daily, lower time frame, you might can be able to scalp something, but based on the daily, look like Monday, we have to wait. We have to wait. Tuesday probably gonna be that day that you actually want to take the trade. All right, we marked out our fair value gap on the daily. Bulls, you also being bullish, you also can if it don't take this high, it could be coming to retrace, tap into this fair value gap and possibly push up then. You never know. But it's so close. I'm thinking it's gonna take it out tomorrow if it don't do it by tonight. But honestly, we're new. I say I'm bullish to neutral right now, just because we supposed to be bullish because of the most recent trend. But I'm neutral just because I can clearly see it possibly can switch to a downtrend. All right, so that's ES, man. We're bullish to neutral. Um, like I said, on the lower time frames, we might be able to scalp tomorrow, honestly. But holding long trades, nah, we gonna wait. To me personally, other than a short you probably can hold the whole time because it got so much room. It got to go down. Where versus the long is right there at the target, and then we gotta literally just see if it's gonna close past the target. So it can literally take the target and just go sideways the whole day. For the Bulls. So me personally, the shorts, if the market want to be bearish, the shorts you actually probably can hold the whole day. Um, so yeah, let's go to SPY and check out SPY. Let's go to SPY and check out SPY. Let's see, let's see. Okay, so let's go to the monthly on SPY first. Should be pretty much the same as ES. I think this was my target, 61.30, but we're gonna delete that for now. Yeah. So on the monthly, we can close above this wick. That'll be a strong bull signal, strong buy signal, to be alone if we can close above this high of what's this high? 639.85. That's a strong buy on SPY if we close above on the monthly. But just like ES, it's bullish. We did make new lows right here. We beat out these lows, but it's still bullish. We switched and made a higher high, so we're currently in the highs right now. Let's go to the weekly. Let me delete that. My bad. Delete that box right there. Weekly. Now this is, I think this kind of looks different from ES. Cause I want to say we made a lower low on ES versus on SPY we didn't make it lower low yet. We're still bullish. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. My bad. I'm trying to look at something. All right. Yeah, like I said, for SPY we didn't make that new lower low. So that's the thing when it comes to ES and SPY, y'all. Sometimes they don't be exactly when it comes to the candlesticks, just because ES opens up at a different time than SPY. See, like right here on ES, we end up on the weekly. We did make that lower low. When you go back to SPY, what do SPY show us? SPY shows us that we didn't make that lower low. Give it a second to load up. Jumping back and forth from the chart. On SPY, y'all see that we didn't make that lower low on SPY. So sometimes you get that when they differentiate from each other, like don't be exactly aligned when it comes to ES and SPY. But you gotta treat them honestly. You gotta treat them like somewhat like they own. It's just once they get back on track, then you treat them the same. Yeah. So for SPY, if we look at the weekly, we're bullish. We already know that we're bullish. We made our high. We got our pullback. We like that. We got that red counter. The previous week, which was last week, we flipped green. That's good. So now we got what? We got a high, got a low. We got some type of high. We don't know if it's gonna be the higher high until it breaks this high, because it could be what a lower high if we drop all the way down and make a lower low. But we do see this green, so the bulls should be, hey, expecting us to make that higher high. For the weekly, y'all know our target. Of course, it's these highs to get taken out first. We don't want to see it go below here on the weekly, which is 619.29. Like I said, our target is at 639.85. And that's for the weekly. We shouldn't have any fair gap. Yeah, we ain't got nothing to the left because we at all time high. So weekly, like I said, we're bullish. You can't say I'm bearish yet on SPY. Like I said, on ES we got some signs of being bearish. We made a lower low. On SPY we didn't. So we draw down to the daily for SPY. On the daily on SPY, most recent trend we seen is this uptrend, but we got to see if we're gonna break this initial drop, this initial downtrend that we started back on the last day of July. We break above here, like we said, we break above here. We want that close above on the daily. possibly retest it because it could just close above and still get some more push. But we want to see that close above, possibly. It might consolidate for a second. It might consolidate for a second, but we want to see that retest, and then we want to see it push back up to continue do the continuation to the upside. Um, like we said for SPY though, we had low, we had a high, we had another low, we had a higher high, we had another low, now we got another high. So for SPY, we don't want to see it come below this most recent low, which is 629.11. That's the level we don't want to see to stay bullish. Stay our bullish sentiment on SPY. Like we said, we do want to see these highs get taken out. Do we got any? We got one just plain gap here at the bottom. One plain gap on the daily. We got the break retest. This actually look like we should be just keep going up. Based on SPY, it look like we should keep moving up. We definitely will have to look on lower time frame, see if we got any fair value gaps above here to try to slow us down and switch and reverse the market trend. But other than that, my bad, I meant switch over. The daily it's still bullish. You gotta still say bullish until we see what a lower low come. A red candle could get us ready to look for it to be bearish. But like I said, we want that confirmation. We want to see a lower low come, then a pullback, then get in. Honestly, so if we can see it push back below here at 629, maybe pull back to it, and then push out. I mean, give us another red candle to push outside of this fair value gap. Then we can look for it to come all the way down to that 619.29 level. Yeah. But like I said, we're bullish. Bullish to neutrals. Same thing for ES. Bullish to neutrals. But I'd say based on SPY, I'm more bullish based on SPY chart compared to ES. Just because with ES, like I said, we made a lower low on ES. SPY, we didn't make a lower low. So we're still, like I said, we're still looking bullish on that weekly. But I'm bullish to neutral. But when it comes to SPY, you got a little bit more room, I'll say, just because it's options. You got a little bit more room. This is a nice, what, almost, yeah, $2 move. That's deep. That's nice for options. So with SPY, it's a little bit better to be able to get into longs. Like I told y'all with ES, we was already at them our level that we needed to beat. So it's kind of like ES, what you gonna make? Probably if you use a regular coin, you ain't making no more than like $200. It's too risky. You putting 200 to risk. You know what I'm saying? What at least like 2-3,000. Versus with options, it's somewhat a little bit better just because we got a $2 move potentially for SPY. We want to see what it does at this high. We close above this high. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, close above, get that retest, and we can keep going, or you can close above and keep pushing. Just still do the continuation. But you got a lot more opportunity, I'll say, when it comes to the options, based on trying to get in on Monday. In futures, we probably gotta wait till Tuesday to get in. Yeah. So like I said, I'm bullish to neutral, leaning more to the bull side on ES and SPY, but I'm neutral. Like I said, we can potentially flip to the downside. Because on the daily for SPY, we do have, like I said, we beat out these lows over here. But like I said, with the most recent uptrend, we really want to see what it's gonna do when it gets to this high. Are we gonna push above, close above, to potentially continue going higher, or is we just gonna come take the high, come back below, consolidate, or potentially reverse to come down? So yeah, what we looking at for SPY ES? Let's check out gold real quick. Let me go to gold. check out gold real quick. And I actually probably need to go to MGC because that's what I be. I trade this version of gold. I trade this version of gold, but I might need to be checking out MGC because I be on there more. Uh, it's fine. It don't really matter. Let's go to gold. Let's go to the monthly real quick just to check it out. Reset. I don't even know what this drawing is. What is this? I want to say this was last week drawing, what? Or 2 weeks ago drawing. I don't even know what I was looking for. Actually, let me just look and see this drawing real quick. I go and see what this drawing was, and then we gonna check out the rest. Oh yeah, we ain't even get the break retest. Yeah, we just broke straight out and just kept going up. We was hoping for that break and retest. Uh, but it definitely respected. Like once it closed above this, yeah, it definitely pushed up. But since we never got that retest, it might come back down to it. Especially if we can take this low right here. Move this thing. Let me draw it. Let me just draw it. If it can take this low right here, this the daily. Yeah, this the daily. If it can take this low, uh, that right here, this Wednesday candle, if it can take that low, close below, I expect it to come all the way back down to this fair value down here. So let me delete everything and we gonna start it from scratch. Check it out together. So like I said, uh monthly gold clear as day is bullish. We do see some hesitation. We see the market slowing down right here. Uh, but this is the last low that we, confirmed. If this monthly can turn green, this monthly turn green, y'all. Um, set y'all like complete lowest point if you want to be bullish. Set it right here at this 3,244 level right here. If this candle close green, and me personally, if this candle close green, this monthly close green, every pullback we get, I'm fine. I'm buying. I'm going long. Every pullback we get until we find a break. Once we break here, then I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna leave the loans alone. But every pullback we get, I'm buying. I'm buying. I'm buying. I'm buying. If we get this monthly candle, be a nice solid green. Uh, just checking out this monthly. But it's bullish though. Like we said, it's bullish though. Cause this reason why I said set your lowest point because we got a high. This would be a low. If this close green, that means we're making a high, some type of high, either a higher high or a lower high. We don't know yet. But if it close green, we know it's making a high. If we push down below this level, once this is a green, confirmed green candle, that's what a lower low. Now it's not bullish no more. So that's why I said set this as the max low. Because if this close green, it should not come back down here if it's bullish. Because it should make a lower low. But yeah, let's go to the weekly. Oh yeah, appreciate that, Nate. Appreciate that, Nate. Weekly. This weekly look like straight trash. I ain't even gonna. It's consolidating crazy, but most recent things we did on the weekly we made a high. We ain't got no confirmed lows yet. Most recent thing is this high. The last confirmed low we got is all the way down here. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You got to be careful. This was that daily. Let's go back. That was that daily low, wasn't it? Or was it? I mean monthly. What was that? What was that? That was that monthly potential low. Yeah, if we close green. I'm gonna delete this right now just because we gotta close green first. This level don't matter until we close green. So I'm gonna delete it for right now so we can clear this up. All right, let's go back to the weekly. Last thing that we got confirmed, like I said, is these high. We made a higher high. This low was the last like confirmed low we got. Cause really all of this stuff right here don't really matter yet. Cause we looking at an uptrend. This is what we doing. We looking at the trend. We did high, low, there's another high, low, another high. Let me try to straighten it up for y'all so y'all can see it a little bit better. So this is currently what we did. We just made another high. The next true lower low is we got to come all the way back down here to 4. So really, all this stuff in the middle don't really matter, honestly. Not until we come back down here to 4, then we made a true lower low, market structure shift, potentially look for them short. Not until we make another high, then whatever the lowest point in between all this will be our next point. This low of this kind of potential can be it because we did start switching to an uptrend right here. This potentially can be it. And it's bouncing right off of fair value gap too, so this potentially could be that. Could be that lowest point. Put this money on. But when it comes to gold, me personally, I'm looking at the daily. I'm taking it one day at a time because gold be playing around. As y'all can see, gold be playing around. I like to take it one thing at a time. So we made a high, made a low. We didn't make no other high. Then we didn't make a lower low again either. We're literally stuck in consolidation right now. The level I'm looking for on the weekly to see what happens. I want to see if we can push below here. It's 324. 32.44. I want to see if we can push below there, or if we push above, or if we push above. Gold falls or either. Oh, I was looking at the news. Or if we push above this high right here. Well, actually, I put on the wrong time. Or if we push above here. But that's for the weekly. Y'all know I'm not trading off this weekly, but that was the two levels I'm looking at. 34.51 and 32.44 based on a weekly. And I want to see, once it gets to these levels, I want to see if we close. That's the biggest thing. If we can close above this level, being bullish should be good to go and take out them highs. If we close below this level, being bearish should be good to come take out this low. Well, the main thing we need to see is that close. If we go tap it, we gotta see that close. If it go tap it, say if it tap this high and fail to close above, hey, we probably coming right back down consolidating. If it come tap this low at this 32.44 and close back above it, hey, we probably pushing right back up, consolidating again. So the biggest thing is I need to see them closures past them levels. But this is our range for the weekly. That's our range. We're trying to see if it can break out of that 34.51 or that 32.44. That's our range for the weekend. Let's go down to the daily. Remove it. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Let's go down to the daily. Now this is where I'll be trading on the daily, 1 hour stuff like that. Cause we not swinging no gold trade at all. Cause gold just too volatile to be doing all that. Based on gold daily, it's a slow grind. It's like we slowly grinding our way up, slow, slow, slow. As y'all can see, we got high, low. We made this high, made a high, made another low. We ain't make another high yet though, but we did make another low. it's a slow grind moving up, literally. Um, Pretty much almost the same levels. Is it the same levels as the weekly? Yeah, it look like the same level as the weekly. We looking for, like we said, close above 34. Yeah, it's the exact same levels. Exact same levels as the weekly. So we really could have just kept them two drawings. We want to see either close above 34.51 or close below 34. I mean 32.44. So we're gonna set these alerts so when the market do cross it, we can be keeping an eye on it. See if we can close above or below. So we gonna set them two alerts for sure. Cause gold to pay you out. I tell you that when it comes to futures, gold pay you out good, man. It's just you gotta make sure you on the right end of it. But yeah, those are two key levels I'm looking for gold. If I want to scalp, let's go zoom in. If you want to scalp gold until it get to them certain levels, uh, most recent thing we did was what we're in an uptrend. So if you scalping gold, most recent thing we're doing is an uptrend. So we just looking at this one portion right here, y'all. It's one portion. We had a low. We had this lower high, low. Then we made a higher high. Market structure shift right there. Made a low, made another high high. We don't want to see the market go up below this low. I see that it's pushing down now. Now, if it push below this low, I'm expecting it to what? Come inside. Y'all already know what I'm waiting on. See how I react when it comes to this fair value gap. If it push below this low, I'm waiting to see how I react when it gets to this fair value gap. If we can fail to close below this fair value gap, so say we push down, push down, push down, even if we weak inside it, if it close back above that first daily green candle, I'm taking longs to the most recent high. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking longs to that most recent high. So if we do come below this low, right here at this 33.58, we come below that 33.58. I'm waiting until the market come into this daily fair value gap at 33.45. I'm waiting on that reaction. We push inside, fail to close below, and it's even if it's red, fail to close below it. If we close back above this gap, that first daily green candle, I'm going long. And my stop loss is gonna be the bottom of that red candle. If we close inside it, we close inside this gap, then potentially I'll take shorts to the bottom of the gap. I gotta look on lower time frame, make sure it ain't no other things blocking it, but I'm expecting it to come to the bottom of the gap. If we close inside the gap. But yeah, that's the main thing. We can right here though, if we don't want it, since we don't want it to come below this 33.58, what we supposed to do? We need to go look on the lower time frame and see if there's any other um fair value gaps for the market to hold it. Me looking at this daily, I already see a fair value gap that's holding it up currently. Cause y'all gotta know this candle right here is open. This ain't a closed candle. Yes, it's solid red like that, but it got the whole day before it closed. And if you look to the left, what we see? A dang fair value gap right here. This fair value gap can hold it up, y'all. All fair value gaps, treat them like trampolines. They trampolines, man. If it don't close below the fair value gap, if it don't close inside or below the fair value gap, we thinking that market finna bounce off that fair value gap to go higher. Same thing if it's going down, it's the opposite. If it come up to the fair value gap, fail to close inside, and then we get our first red candle, I'm expecting that to be the trampoline to push it um in the direction of the trend. So currently that's what the market doing. It's literally doing that. It's trying to decide if it's finna close through this gap. We close below this gap though. I do expect this low to get taken out, so you could scalp a short. But me personally, I'm waiting on it to actually take that low. But they're already pushing down now. We got to see what it's gonna end up closing like. Um, But yeah, for scalping gold, honestly, it's low. On the 1 hour, literally this is it right here. I think this is the last level I see. Let's keep looking to the left. I always look to the left. Yeah, I think this is it right here. If we close below this 1 hour right here, I think that's it. Let me mark this out so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Can y'all hear me? Let me, let me see. Testing, testing, testing. Let me see if I can hear it. Testing, testing, testing. Oh yeah, it's still here. I don't know if it was showing the screen or not while I was talking though, cause it just told me OBS disconnected, so I'm not sure. But if y'all couldn't see the screen, all we did was just go down to the 1 hour. We're trying to look and see if there's potential levels where the market can bounce. Um, yeah, where the market can bounce to stay bullish. And I see two levels. We're gonna mark them out. We're gonna use orange. We know we like using orange for our hourly. I see two levels. These last two. This the last two hope. This the last two chances for the bulls to stay good. If the market closed below both these levels is over with though. So it's pushing. It's rejecting off this level as y'all can see. It's rejecting. But what you need as a bull person, we do want the rejection, but we need a green candle. We need a green hourly candle to come in. That first green hourly candle that closed above this orange fair value gap, you can get in a light long position, set it low that red, aim for them highs. So it'll be if it say that this very next hourly candle be green, it'll be just like this. This is how you would set your trade. So say this close above, say the next hourly be green here in this area. Stop loss will be the low of that red candle. So it'll be the low there. Your target is what? It's always first gonna be the fair value gap that we see. Because the market always will try to slow down and play around, but y'all know we're aiming for that most recent high. So we'll watch it out. We'll watch out for it at that 33.84 up to 33.90. We'll watch and be careful in case the market might want to, respect this fair value gap right here. But our ultimate target is always gonna be um, that first high, our first high. Once you get up to this high, what we gotta see? We need to see that hourly candle close past. Hourly candle close past this high. It should be continuation signals to let us know, hey, we're trying to go test these highs up here. So if you looking to be bullish on gold, these green levels right here, Joe, is all your target levels. Alright? These will be your target levels. But we gotta see one, this red candle gotta close outside of this orange box. It gotta close above it. Two, we need to see a green candle also close above it. If neither one of them things happen, we need both of them things to happen to give us our confirmation or entry signal. If this candle close inside or below, leave it alone. You gotta wait it out. You gotta wait. Because if it close inside here or close below, more likely your last chance for the market to hold up bull, because y'all know this red line right here is the level we said it can't beat. Our last hope and chance is this last fair value gap right here. And you're gonna expect the exact same thing. The exact same thing we was expecting right here. We're gonna expect it right here. So we're gonna expect it to come tap inside, but don't close inside. So we wanted to close above. Then we just went on that first green candle. That first hourly green candle. Once it come and it close green, Set that stop loss at the bottom of that red candle wick and aim for, like I said, the last most recent high, which would be all the way up here. But you also keeping caution at those fair value gaps, watching how market reacts at them fair value gaps. Fair value gaps going up. But this would be all your targets right here. These three targets. If the market reverses here, those would be your targets. But when it comes to gold, like I said, we supposed to still stay bullish until this low get taken out. Still, even with all this big red, you can't be scared, man. Market gonna do its pullbacks, but you can't be instantly thinking, hey, oh, I need to jump bearish when you might be that one person that got in trying to go bearish right where we just made our last higher low and the market just skyrocketed and go and make that new higher high. And you wondering why. You gotta wait until that market structure shift happens. Once that market structure shift happens, wait on that pullback. It's almost like when you take support and resistance trades. You wait on it to break out, pull back, so that break and retest, and then you get in once you got your confirmation. Same thing with the fair value gap. They exact same thing, man. Really, when it comes to trading everything, to me, whatever it is, it's mostly all just support and resistance every time. And even if you want to call it fair value gap, you want to call it uh trend line trading, even trend line trading, dang near the same way how support and resistance is, just angle support and resistance. That's all it is. Because what you doing for the trend line, you waiting on it to come and retest the trend line and take it back up or take it back down. So if it break a trend line, it's gonna break. You're gonna get your pullback, then you get in your entry. But really gold, like I said, me personally, I would rather to wait until these two, one of these two levels get tapped. But like I said, you can scalp it. You can scalp it, but you need to scalp it being bullish. Scalp it being bullish, I say, until we break this low right here. Once we break this 33.58, like I said, you can take them shorts all the way down to this fair value gap because it should come straight to this fair value gap. Once we close below this 33.58, it should come straight to the fair value gap. And then it's just depending on how I react at this fair value gap. If we, like I said, we're gonna continue to keep dropping, or we're gonna reverse, we're gonna push all the way up. And honestly, I feel like if it comes to this fair value gap on gold and we get that reversal signal, I'm thinking these highs all the way to 34.51 is getting taken out. That's what I'm thinking. I think that them highs all the way up there gonna be taken. But yeah, those are the main thing, the main three. SPY is gold. Of course y'all know NQ and QQQ. I treat them just like ES and SPY. Of course, they remove a little bit faster, but they ain't in the same thing. Um, appreciate that, Nate. Um, yeah. Uh, tomorrow, I know we want to do our swing trade. We definitely gonna try to get in some type of swing trade. Let me go look at some of these charts real quick. We gonna just do some quick glances at these charts. Y'all know I mostly just go over SPY, gold, and ES, and then I go over individual names throughout the week. But let me just check out something real quick. Let me just look at some potential for some of these trades. Let me just check out at least some of my favorite names. Let me check out potential for some of my favorite names. Shoot, we got. Probably need to look at these weekly. Alright, so it's still green. We in the middle of making high. We definitely gotta be careful when it comes to middle though. Definitely gotta be careful. I need to see metal come above that 774. Break a hold above that. So basically, break 775, break and hold, a daily break and hold. Um, I potentially could see it coming up to that 82. But it literally got a break pass and close above it. So break and hold, like I said. Potentially, yeah, that's 782. I don't know how I feel about that because y'all know Meta can jump go 20, $30 in a week like it ain't nothing. So I don't know how I feel about that move for real. I gotta check that out. I'm gonna have to look a little bit back. What's this? Amazon. Let's look at this thing. Really, I want to look at the weekly. Look at the weekly first. Okay, Amazon. Let's check out Amazon. Let's see. What did Amazon do last though? Did it go up or down, man? Oh, it didn't even touch the top yet. Oh, okay. Amazon didn't touch the top yet. So it didn't it has to come up to this 26 227.23. It ain't even touched the top yet. Hmm. Okay. I'm at the let me see. Find over. We got a red candle. All we need is a green. Honestly, if Amazon, this is what I'm tell y'all. If Amazon flip green tomorrow, say we get the daily green candle for Amazon, and I don't care if it's small or what. Say we close, just say we just close at 223 or something like that. Um, grabbing them loans at Amazon ain't too bad. I do wish I'd seen it bounce off of some type. Oh no, it is bouncing off of fair value gap. Okay. Yeah, grabbing loans on Amazon ain't too bad. If it closed green though. And grabbing the loans, look for it to come up to 226, really up to that 227. Um, that's like $5, $6 move if it can close at like 223. I'd rather, me personally, I like for Amazon to come down, like first thing come down, uh, on Monday. Come down a little bit. Come down to this. What's this? 221.70, 221.80. Um, yeah, just come down to like 221, 221.80. Then start pushing up and close green. And it do that. I do like it coming up to these highs. And setting your stop loss, especially if it close green, your stop loss, y'all know the stop loss gonna be whatever. Either the lower this red, if it don't push below this red, or say if it is a green counter, but it did wick below that red, it's the lower that green counter gonna be your stop loss. So say you got in at 223-ish, your stop loss, say if it wicked down to that 221.80 like I told y'all, you set your stop, that's where your stop loss would be at. 221.80. You aim for 226 to 227. And then, like I said, you're going to have to wait and see. Once we break this 226, if we can close above, really, I want to see us close above 227. But we close above, it should do that continuation. It might do the pullback. Um, as long as the pullback stay above that 227, you can see it keep pushing. Um, Probably up to 230s. Just because I kind of like how that weekly look. That weekly, um, we did flip green. Now, this the one tricky thing about the weekly. What's the last thing we did? That's the only one tricky thing. We made high, but what we did made a lower low right here. We made this high. So we making a high, like what I told y'all. We making a high. We don't know if it's gonna be a new high or if it's gonna be a what lower high. But the last thing we did was what make a lower low. We just made a high. If this mud flip, this week be red. Boom, that's that downtrend continuation. And that downtrend, we gonna come down to that 207 at least first. So if Amazon want to be bearish, that 207 definitely the target. If it want to be bearish, if it want to switch bullish, 227 is what we aiming for. 226 to 227. Um, and really, like I said, if it flip green right here, you can have a super small tight stop loss. Honestly. Um, oh, he said check Amazon gap close. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Amazon, man. Amazon really got. Honestly, Amazon look nice both directions to me. I ain't even gonna lie. They just literally you just gotta see where it want to go. Um, Amazon honestly can go either way because weekly, like I said, weekly we setting up a little bit for that potential reversal to switch to a downtrend. But on that daily, hey, on that mud, flip green, we gonna make that new high close above. Man, that mud might be coming all the way back up. Like you said, that gap fill right here. That what Nate talking about, y'all. That gap fill. I told y'all we could potentially be going up to that 230. Potentially get that gap fill. Definitely. That's what I'm saying. We get that green counter here, Nate. Man, we get a green day. I don't care how big it can be, the smallest green counter. If it's a green counter, and like I said, I really want to see it come down to that 221.80, just to give me that bounce off this February gap. Cause I just like them bounces off the February gap. Right here, I don't know if you can see this, Nate. We can get down to that 221.80. Just come tap it. All I need is tap right here. It's really 221.80. What that low is? Yeah, 221.81. We can come tap inside this gap and flip green. That'll be perfect. This the gap I'm talking about. Let me swing it over. I know I got these gaps on top of gaps, but I just trying to show this real quick. So we got super close. Look at this, man. We almost got it. We got super close. I'm gonna change the color so change the white. Look how close we got, man. Almost. This is break retest. All we need is that. That's all I need is that tap, so I can confirm my retest. That's all I need. Cause look, that's literally what this. Oh no. Broke out, pushed up. All I need is this tap to give me my retest. And then, like I said, when it's that green counter, oh yeah, I'm looking for this high to get taken and really come up to this 227. That's what I'm looking for. Um, Literally, we already coming down. So that we doing this part right here. All I need is my little tap. That's it. Give me that little tap with a green counter, and we gone. I'm aiming for I'm aiming for A first, then C. We close above C. Like I said, like Nate said, I'm looking for that gap to fill all the way up to 231. Yeah, I like Amazon. I definitely like Amazon. Uh, Let me look at the video. Man, I've been eating on the video. I ain't even lying. I ain't gonna lie. I rode the wave on the video, man. I've been just getting loans and just riding the wave with the video. Like, soon the video got above like that 140, 149, I think. Soon it got right here. Right, where is it? Right here. I just been getting loans. I just been getting loans and just holding them towards the end of the week, over and over and over. I just been riding the wave on the video. Um, as you can see, I got all kind of dang drawings right there. Cause all I've been doing is just jumping in the video, left and right, getting it long. Let me look at this weekly real quick. We're gonna check out the video, then we're gonna check out Tesla. Um, Tesla. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna check out Tesla. Tesla's been. We gotta wait on Tesla before we break. I know I want to check out possibly. Nvidia might be the last one we check out for the night. Nvidia might be the last one. Cause I don't know about crowd or arm. I'm gonna check. I just glance at them. Now in the video, oh my goodness, that's what I'm saying. The video chart been so dang nice. It's crazy, man. Like soon it broke out this consolidation, this range right here. Oh man, I'm talking about that mother just been going. That's why I said once it broke that 149, cause that's where I initially got in. I got in. It was like 130. It was like 138. I got in. I rode it all the way up to like 146, 147. And I just waited. I said, let me let it get a pullback back down to that 149 area. Just right here, man. I just started riding them all the way up. And it been so dang nice. Um, but yeah, if we looking at this weekly, we breaking out this big old consolidation range. So we possibly just keep moving up till we consolidate again. Um, and hopefully the consolidation ain't this dang close to this section. I'm thinking on the video could at least probably get up to like close to that 200 and then start consolidating 200 to 210, then start consolidating. So I think the video still got some room to keep going. I did see on the side it said in the video something about the video got to pay China 15% something. I got to look into it and see. But this weekly, we got high. We made this low. I kind of don't like that it's somewhat doji, but it's still technically a low. Um, we did it make a new high? 30. Yeah, it already made a new high. So it already made a new high. So this set. This set for the weekly. Hold up. Gotta put that magnet on. It's already set. So we good. We know the video shouldn't come below 170. 170.89. If it want to stay bullish, it should not come below there. Alright, let's go down to the daily. Daily. On the daily, we don't want to see the video come below right here. 175.90. We don't want to see the video go below 175.90. We do got this gap, but that's below our level we don't want to see. We ain't worrying about it right now. Once it break this level, then we'll worry about that gap. But since it's below our level, we ain't focusing on it. So we expect the video to stay above here. It should stay above here if we want to be bullish. The only thing I don't like with the video, coming down to this day, we did sweep this high and failed to close above. But the good thing as well, we just closed green. So green kind of telling us we want to, move, keep going up. Um, so y'all know this has to be our target first. Even though if we expect the market to go higher, we always gotta wait until the new that first high always gotta be our first target. I don't care how close it is. It's always technically your first target. Um, Now, like I said, me personally, I don't like getting it. When it comes to options, I don't mind getting in when it's close like that. But futures, heck no. Bro, that style off too dang big on futures. Um, Options, you got a little leeway. You can play around with options a little bit because it's the max you're gonna lose is with your contract. Um, we looking at this daily. The last thing we did made high, low, high, high. Made a new high, high. So we gotta see if this market gonna keep pushing up. Really, Nvidia? It's tricky. For me, from Nvidia, I gotta see us break this high first. I need this high to break and close above. So I needed to break 183.88, and I need that daily candle to close above. That's what I'm waiting on Nvidia. I can't. Me personally, I don't really want to just jump in on longs until we close above there. Mm. Cause I can see Nvidia coming down a little bit and then trying to go up. Yeah, I gotta see. I gotta see us push past here first. Yeah, I gotta see a quick past that. Mm-mm. Yeah, we push past there. We push past. I'm gonna need that close above, retest, and then I'm getting in. That's what I'm looking for the video. Yeah, Amazon look a little bit better for me in the video right now. But like I said, in the big picture, I do see the video potentially coming up to 200. Um, I can see it coming up to those 200. But looking at the short term daily, we might be pulling back a little bit on the video before we go higher up to them 200s and stuff. So let me go. I said I ain't gonna check out Tesla. Let me just look at Tesla. Just real quick, man. We ain't gonna waste that much time on it. And Tesla, hold up. What that monthly said? Hold up, man. As y'all can see, I got these Tesla levels still marked though. Let me see. There's a whole bunch of the main thing I'm focused on is Tesla is these purple lines. These are my weekly lines, y'all. The purple line is my main thing I'm focusing on. We can delete these. Cause it is respecting all these dang gaps, but the main thing I'm focused on is these dang purple lines. Kinda like how gold is. I'm trying to see us react to these levels. So we've been starting to tighten up a range slowly and slowly. If y'all see, we made a high, made a low, then we made another high, but it wasn't a higher high. Then we made another low, but it ain't a lower low. Then we made another high, but it's lower than that high. And then we made a low that's so we just slowly we in uh um we slowly squeezing like this in a triangle. If y'all can see. So I'm literally just waiting on it to break out of this, man. It's like Tesla building up, bro. I'm telling y'all, Tesla is building up. I don't know what it's building up for, but it's building up. Like if y'all can see, I don't know if y'all can see. I'm gonna try to mark it out for y'all. We made it high, then we made this low, but then this high, it didn't go higher. But then the low, we ain't make no lower low, so we can't say it's a downtrend yet. Then we made another high. Yeah, if y'all see that, bro, it's not the market is literally just loading up, bro. Eventually, it's gonna have to break one of these directions. It's getting close to that point, bro. It's getting close to that point. So that's all I've been waiting for real. I'm just waiting on it to go ahead, choose a side. I've been waiting on this. I think I've been waiting on Tesla to decide for about a whole month now. Come on, I ain't been in no Tesla. I'm just waiting on this break. And I thought the earnings was gonna do it. I ain't gonna lie. I thought the earnings was gonna go ahead and do something, but they ain't still keeping it up. What we got? The last things we did on Tesla though for the weekly. Let's see. Made this high, made this low. So now we can update these dang purple lines. We can update it. So now we gotta see. We want to see it try to come past these levels. It's getting tighter and tighter, as y'all can see. So yeah, that was 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks that I've been messing with this thing Tesla, waiting on it to break out. 3 weeks, man. Cause all my purple lines, my weekly lines, and I just been adding it every time it dang get tighter and tighter. But really, it might be yeah, like it's more than 3 weeks because I couldn't make both the sides in 1 week. So it's been more than 3 weeks. Like I said, it's been like a little bit over a month. But it's gonna break out one of these, bro. It's gonna break out. It got to, cause like we said, it's that triangle getting smaller and smaller. So y'all be watch out for that Tesla, man. And the thing is, once it break out these ranges, what we looking for? We not looking for it just to cross it. We gotta have that close. So if it put across this level at this 338 flat, it gotta close above there on Like we gotta have that counter closer to let us know, hey, we're going up to test out that 357. We finna go up to test out that 356. We gotta have that close above. Same thing to the downside. It gotta close below 297 to let us know, hey, we finna come test 288. Or it gotta close past 288 to let us know we gonna test 273. We ain't just looking for them wicks, because them wicks can be fake out. We gotta see them up closing. But currently looking at Tesla though, right now it's green counter, green till you go up. So we gonna see if it's gonna break this high this week. Let's go to the daily. Cause the daily could just been already starting to come back. Oh no, daily still moving up. Okay, daily still moving up. Daily still moving up. I see it. Dang, it took this high, but it closed below the high. It would have been nice if it closed above that high, but it's still green, so green still telling me, hey, we still can keep moving up. Hey, we might get, I don't know, we might see it this week. We might see it this week. We're gonna keep a lookout on it. Like I said, I can't get in until we I'm gonna say I can't get in my long swing, nothing like that, until we break it. You can still scalp it though. Or day trade it. I'm saying scalp. Yeah, you can scalp or day trade, whatever you want to call it. Um, we just made higher high. What we need now though, we need dang higher low. If we get, say if that Tesla gives us a red candle, y'all, we get a red candle, and then that next one turn green, then I'm probably go ahead and get in long to take it up to 38. If that next green one don't already go to that 338. But if we get a red candle, especially if we can, yeah, we get a little bit of pullback, a little bit of pullback, and then a green candle next. I might take that sleep risk up to 338. Let me go to the 1 hour because the daily, like I said, daily is in the middle of making its higher high, so it ain't really no. If you ain't already in long, there ain't no entry yet. 1 hour, 1 hour, high, low. So now 1 hour, we just got one on market structure shift because it's doing its pullback right now. All we need is just see a higher high and then let it make a little base, take it up, take a long. Look, it's doing its pullback right now. It's in its downtrend right now. That is low, lower high, lower low. If this say this flip right here to a higher high, we're gonna wait on that pullback, make another low. If it flip green and we can get that new higher high, we can take them longs up to this high, at 335, potentially up to 338. But we need to see market structure shit before we even mess with them longs on Tesla 1 hour. We need to see this switch back bullish. But we might see that 338 this week based on this thing daily though. We got potential to go see as long because I know we gon' pull back some. As long as that pullback don't drop that much all the way back down to 315, should be straight. But Tesla definitely showing some potential because it's like I said, I'm building up, bro. I'm building up. And then let's look at the monthly. The monthly on Tesla. Ooh wee, boy, don't let Tesla go to the upside. I'm telling y'all, don't let Tesla go to the upside. I swear if we do, that must gonna be crazy. But look, we had high, low, made another high, made another low. But like I said, it ain't high, but we made another high. Made a low. Boom, let that mud push up to that 367. Hit that 367 and close at like 368. Man, Really? Nah, I need that mud. Look, I see the whole I see the whole gap right here. Never mind, I need it to close the bud. What's his low? Boy, let Tesla close the bud 373. Boy, that mud coming up to be high, boy. It's coming up. It's at least coming up in this range up here. This 400. What is it? What's his range? It's at least coming up to, what's his range? Between 403 and 439. If Tesla closed above, y'all remember what I'm saying. Close above 373 on that dang on the monthly. It's at least going up to that 403, 439 range. But I really want to see them close right here, close above this 369. I mean 367. I might be getting me some Tesla long, but yeah. Them are definitely setting up, boy. They're setting up high, low, high. Cause this is literally just showing me. This just showing me a pullback right here. That's all this is. Pullback. Then we just wait on that market structure shift right here, and then boom, go take down high, low with. Literally, that's all I'm seeing. I don't know if y'all see it. It's like that pullback. Then we boom, we get this market structure shift here. We gone on everything. But we get that market structure shift here. That much gone. Now, like I said, if it don't come through though, we see it flip red, boy, that might definitely come down to they coming down to the low 200s. I better be watch out, but it's definitely low enough for something though. But I'm finna go ahead and call it right here, y'all. Like I said, we gonna get into these individual stocks throughout the week. Um, cause y'all know I like Mondays I usually like it the market to kind of show its hand a little bit. And Tuesday usually be when I really get into them, especially on the options. Um, Tomorrow we should have our swing that we looking for the week. So y'all will look out for that live stream. I'm gonna tell y'all what swing we getting in, swing trade. And if I don't, I might tell y'all in the morning. I might go live in the morning. Um, tell y'all what swing trade we looking for the week. But yeah, y'all have a good one. Your boy Keith is out.